is a waterfall of windmills and rockets and empty baskets. In my heart is a waterfall, bleeding pine trees and lit up windows and poison arrows. In my heart is a waterfall of silver linings and dirty laundry and bedtime pain. In my
Hello, everybody. Gotta remember to mute one of them. But that was fantastic. I love that. So how is everybody? How you doing? How was your day? And let me go ahead and pin that. All right, there we go. Look at me. I am all like prepared and stuff, or well, I'm on top of things. I'm not prepared. I have like a whole, I made myself a list for tonight of shit I need to do. So I'm feeling good about that. One of them is to create a little social media pic for hey, you can find these things from me here, this from me here, blah blah blah. I figure it's like well past time that I have one, that sort of thing. Hi, you're a little early. If YouTube kicks me off live mode later, then I'll switch to Twitch. That's what it's there for. Hello, hi. I posted the playlist that I'm listening to tonight in case anybody else is interested in hearing it. It's all good uplifting stuff. And this just tickled me as I was coming in. And here's the link if YouTube is not behaving or it seems like I'm ignoring your comments. I really am not unless I've said so. But that's the link to my Twitch channel, and I have pinned that comment to the top of the channel, so you should be able to find it up there the whole time. I'm all for the rave, don't get me wrong. Yeah, it's not always the right vibe, though. My day was okay. Hey, you know what? Okay is better than trash, right? Hi. I have started the process. Yes. I sent in the form, and I sent in all the stuff. They got back to me today, and I sent in all the stuff. And when she gets a chance to look at it and decide whether or not it's something she wants to do, I'll get a message back, assuming that she wants to do it. But she might not. So we'll see. My teenager realized at midnight that he had no clean clothes, and now I'm waiting for the washer to finish to put it in the dryer and wait for it to finish. Oh my, teenagers are fun. Sort of. I was just making a list of ingredients to buy for meal prep. Oh, that's fun. They really need to move the clear chat button on Twitch. That thing is dangerous. Yes. Yay. Yeah, I agree. Yay. I feel good about it. I think they said, sometime within a couple of weeks regarding whether or not whether or not she's done with doing that. And I literally told her, I want this general style of dragon, and I want it here. There's roughly 5 inches of length there, and it can be as wide as she wants. Um, see, in my house, that would have been his problem to fix. Oh, the teenager. Yes, yes, same. um, but so I weighed Damon today. My dude is 109 pounds. The his coordination has gotten better. Because his coordination dropped off drastically with the introduction of the new medication. And then now, as his coordination is returning to its norm, the hunger is spiking drastically. So he's been getting into Shira's food. He's been getting into the cat food. Like, my big old boy is climbing up into a chair and getting onto a little cafe table to eat the cat food. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna try walking him more. Like, I'm gonna walk around the yard so that he'll walk with me to get him, to stop him gaining further weight. Because it's not good for him. Yes, he is always looking for the calories. It is just, it's not great, but it's not unexpected. We did know that he was going to have a hunger spike, but my guy has weird reactions to the meds. Like, well, lucky you will get to hear him snore anytime I'm live streaming. So I'm gonna email the vet and bring him up to date on how we're doing, and that I'm doing more walking and all that stuff. But the fact is, we did expect him to have a surge of hunger, and that was probably going to cause some weight gain. And he had lost weight. He had gotten down to 104, which was only 2 pounds down, but still, it was something. And now he's gained that and then some. But I think as he levels out with the meds, I think as it levels out, he'll be okay. Like, when he was in the hospital, the vets were very surprised that he didn't get the munchies when he was on the midazolam, because apparently other dogs get the munchies from that. And I think it's because he needs it to be, for those side effects to kick in, he needs it to be built up in his bloodstream some. And he's only 40 something days in. Let me check my handy dandy notebook. Yeah, he's 48 days in. So he's not yet 2 months. And assuming that he makes it through tonight, he'll be 49 days. A healthy weight for him would be closer to 75. But as soon as the epilepsy kicked in. Okay, I'm gonna be needing to stop and go light some incense shortly. But he is a boxmouth, so he's a big breed anyways. And he just, when all the medication started kicking in and he was having all these seizures and he wasn't always super up to walking a whole lot, just because, yeah, he should be more like 75, but my guy is over 100, so he's, a little over 30 pounds overweight. And so he's he's about 40 pounds overweight. But yeah, it's not the greatest thing, but it works the same as with humans. These meds cause massive hunger, and it makes weight control a struggle. And my dude, he's not just eating Shira's food and the cat food. Homie is out here mowing down the grass. He's eating grass all the time, which has led to a horrifying development. They don't ever process grass, really, because that's not what their bodies are meant to process, right? Dogs aren't grass eaters. They're not herbivores. He's not vomiting it, but it just kind of stays in the same form all the way through. And sometimes it doesn't make it all the way out the exit, and then you have to help. And all I can say is thank fuck for gloves, because hi Linda, aren't you glad you came in right now? Wasn't it just a perfect time? Usually dogs, from what I understand, a lot of dogs vomit from eating grass. Mine don't. I don't know if that's an oddity with my dog or what, or my dogs, because the other two eat some grass. They're not looking like a Highland coo the way this guy is. This guy is mowing down grass like it's going out of style. I mean, you didn't need that chocolate right now anyways, right? I mean, in this particular case, I agree, because there was a single strand of grass still in there the other night. It was not cool. Yes, perfect timing. Yeah, whenever any of the dogs I've had over the years eats grass, 5 to 10 minutes later, it's coming back up. Yeah, that's not happening here. I know, because I see it coming out the other end. I actually kind of have to keep an eyeball on his poop in case of he gets a bleed in the GI tract. So and here lately, he's got strands of grass hanging out of there, and it's not. Yeah, yes, it's not my favorite thing. It is not my favorite thing. But I mean, at least he's not eating whole socks and spewing them back out the next day. I had see, Rottweilers, I was babysitting a friend's Rottweiler at one point in time, and he ate a pair of my daughter's underwear. And the person whose dog it actually was, dropped by to visit with his dog. And he called me and he's like, I just had to pull a pair of panties out of my dog's butt. And I don't know how many of you recall the, what was it, Nextel? I don't know. But the beep beep, the walkie-talkie deals, I had one of those at the time. It was for work. And that's what he had as well. So he was telling me this on the beep beep as I was standing in the middle of a store. So there were all kinds of people. It was a convenience store because this was back, way back when I actually still smoked and stuff. He's telling me this as I'm standing in line to get cigarettes. It is stories like this that are why we don't have Nextel phones anymore. I can promise that is why. Yes, luckily I was in Florida. So like nobody really batted nobody was really shocked by this kind of conversation happening. And anytime I tell you that something happened in Florida and it seems like wildly improbable, I promise you it really fucking did. Let's see. A little bit. All the retrievers are known for eating. Yes. Retrievers, Rotties. Oh my God, Rotties. Yes, they eat like goats. If it's there, and it seems like it might be even remotely possible they can get it down their gullet, they will. Nextel. Yeah, exactly. I mean, in Florida, it was just... Oh, see, I can tell you why they're not. That would be incriminating. They would either, suddenly be incriminating themselves for criminal charges somehow, some way, or they would be revealing that they were an accomplice to something. Like, did you know there's a lot of pig farms down in Florida? And there's a lot of alligator pits, and, there's the whole fucking Everglades. And do you know people let their snakes loose down there? Like, they just decide, either A, they can't keep it, or B, it's gotten too big and they're just tired of dealing with it. They, or whatever. It could be any number of reasons. And they just let their boas go in the fucking Everglades. So there's an actual boa problem down there. So yeah, no, that will not be happening because nobody is willing to incriminate themselves. Oh, we were dishing up dinner and my grandma gave me some of her food saying that I am a growing girl. I said, no, I'm not. The woman said, yes, you are. Just look behind you. Oh, shit. Grandma calling you out. I'd actually pay to watch that coffee chat, Jenna. Oh no, gotta love the unfiltered grandma mindset. I can absolutely believe it from a grandma. My grandma used to flirt with my husband. It was so entertaining for me. He was wildly uncomfortable with it, but I was having a blast just watching it. Hugs, cat. All right, so I need to get to work. You guys need to get to work. We have been talking for, a solid 20 minutes here. She did like him. And when he got home, because he was still traveling for work, obviously, he would come home and she would say, oh, look, Big Daddy's home. She is the only person the only person I have ever seen make him blush like mad. It's great. And I could tell the stories in front of him and he blushes still. I love it. Love it. All right. Hello, Benu. Yes, you are just in time. All right. So here we go before I get off on another story time. All the magic, and I'll see you on the other side. How did you do? How did you do? I am taking care of emails. I did the first email and I'm working on the second one now. So, yay! Excuse me. So how did you do? How did you do? Let's see. Oh, I love that so much. I'm sure yes, he would absolutely be thrilled. The washing is finally in the dryer, so now waiting for an hour. 1:30 a.m. here. Ouch. Oh goodness, he might owe you some Saturday morning chores, Ephraim. One moment. Okay. So, oh yes, he owes me, but he has to wake up early for work, so I let him sleep. That's understandable. Didn't do a whole lot that sprint, but I did schedule an appointment with a general surgeon. Awesome. Not only am I getting my hysterectomy sometime in the next couple of months, finally, but I also have to wake up at 8. Ma'am, you're important too. To have surgery for 2 abdominal hernias. That's going to be a fun recovery, but I know I'm going to feel so much better when it's all said and done. Yes, absolutely. And make sure you get HRT. You are going to need that. Or wait, what kind of hysterectomy is it? You might need it. If the egg layers are staying, you're good. If it's only the uterus getting yeeted, no need to worry about it. So let's see. Just finished walking and a shower. Now going to brainstorm some edits. Love that. Commissioning a leather engraver for some keychains that are about immortals, some terms, and so on for the book box booth. Yes, I love that. Also, yay for snores, better yay for meds. Yes. I got my kids' taxes done. Man. Oh, I'm sorry. See, completed editing a chapter in the next release. Now I'm on to updating the plot grid for a different book. Fantastic. Everything's coming out. Oh, you're going to need the HRT. Also, I don't know if y'all are aware. I don't know if all of you are aware. I mean, I know some of you are probably aware. But the okay, so the little man in the boat and the lips, the inner lips, they can just go away. They can up and leave your ass. So, make sure you have the things. Unless you're cool with those parts just disappearing, riding off into the sunset. Hey, sunshine. Let's see. I've been having too many issues with anemia, thanks to 3 fibroids, 2 of which are 8 centimeters each. Ouch. I got to start on this scene, had to switch to Twitch when the timer went off, and I noticed that I wasn't in live mode anymore. That's super. That's like YouTube is the only place I call it that, because everywhere else I use the C word. So, but I'm trying not to get banned here. So, oh, my favorite one, the devil's doorbell. That's what it is. The devil's doorbell. um, the devil's doorbell and the lips, the labia, those can absolutely fade away right off into the sunset if you don't have enough estrogen. And also, hey, come on, bud, work with me. Also, you should have, the kind of estrogen that you apply, a cream that you apply down there, as well as, generally it's a patch that you put on some part of your body to maintain those things. Because good boy, because they will absolutely leave you. They won't even say goodbye. You'll just be, trying to go about things and realize one day they're not there anymore. And like, if you doubt me, please do a search on social media or anywhere about it. It'll be fun. Neither of my two younger adult kids understand the concept of taxes, so mom gets to do them. Yay. Oh, yay, Linda. Not all heroes wear capes, right? I mean, yes. Yes, but you need, it's usually estradiol is what they give you. That's what I'm taking. I have an estradiol patch and progesterone. The progesterone is because, I don't want my uterus to turn into a rock. If you don't have a uterus, you don't need the progesterone. But if you don't have the estrogen, there are a multitude. Thank you. Yes. There are a multitude of really unpleasant symptoms that happen. Like frozen shoulder syndrome. That is a thing that happens without menopause. You know why? Because all of your connective tissues rely on estrogen. The brain fog, that's because your brain is fucking eating itself. It also relies on estrogen. Every single part in our body relies on estrogen. and like, yes, it would technically be an Irish goodbye, but I mean, and if you don't use those parts, well, hey, and for some women who happen to have labia that like are trying to meet their knees, it's kind of a relief. But oh, did I take Jenna out? When? I'm like, one of these days I'll make these peeps cackle. Yes, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Frozen shoulder syndrome is trash. We hate it. So, if your doctor is like unwilling to get you any of that for whatever stupid jackass reason they might think, because unless you have something like PCOS or endometriosis or something that like an estrogen dependent cancer, it's really going to be so much better for your body and your mind if and the rage. There's also the rage, because we all have plenty of reasons to be angry, every fucking day. There's no doubt about that. But do you need extra rage incentive on top of that? Because that's what you'll get. You'll just, like, somebody will breathe next to you, not loudly, not abnormally, just a regular inhale, and you'll be like, how dare you, and ready to just murk them. So heavily suggest get the estrogen. Obviously you won't need the progesterone anymore because, no uterus to worry about. But get the estrogen. I'm not even gonna ask. I'll figure it out later. Yes, your poor husband. I mean, like, he's gonna use the wrong fucking fork and you're gonna kill him. So, yeah. There are menopause specialists, and they're online. Not only do they take insurance, but they're fairly reasonably priced. So, I highly recommend. And the one that I use is MIDI Health. They are amazing. So definitely get yourself some hormone replacement therapy for your health. Women's bodies need it. As I don't know about you, but I want to be able to still yeet a man into the sun for as long as possible. So, and I want to make sure that I'm doing it with good reason. Yes, this too. Remember, PCOS girlies, insulin is a hormone. It most assuredly is. And I don't know if it's still true, but it used to be a hormone that they got from pigs. So if you were like me and allergic to red meat, chances are you were dying. My health, no, your health and your sanity. This is 100% about you. Your husband is just a bit part. He is a possible casualty of friendly fire if he doesn't support you in this. That's it. All right. So, exactly. He'll be fine. And as long as you get the estrogen that you are definitely going to need, you'll be fine too. And honestly, that's the important part. So, all right. Let us get into are we on sprint number 2? Is that what? I don't know. Awesome. All right. So we're going into a sprint. I don't remember how many it is. Yeah. Quite honestly, I should have considered it, somewhere in the 5 to 10 years ago range. So yeah, it is a chatty night. So, all right, here we go. Sprint number 2. We certainly are. But we can't let one of our own go into a full hysterectomy, without the knowledge that she's going to need estrogen. And quite honestly, if you are, 35 and up, and in some cases 30 and up, or 20 and up, just depending on the person, you should absolutely be getting your hormone levels checked. And you can go to, what is it? Any lab test now, and you can get these tests without a doctor's order. So, and like, yes, it's expensive. Fucking everything is. But if you feel like you're going absolutely batshit crazy and things hurt and you don't understand why, and maybe your periods are off the wall and just nothing feels right, and like you're gaining weight for no good flippin' reason, these are all good reasons to go get that level checked and see if maybe estrogen could give you back your normal life. Or not normal, but the life that you want to lead, you know? All right. Sorry. I'm just chatty Cathy tonight. All right, here we go. All the magic, and I'll see you on the other side. was actually loud this time. Love that. So how did you do? How did you do? I finished the last email and I have started on the reading. Let's see, I am reading Cambridge Companion to Jung. What is this particular chapter? This chapter is by Claire Douglas. It is the historical context of analytical psychology. So, yay. Let's see. Hello everyone, been a long day, but going to try to push myself to get some work done. How is everyone tonight? Hey Jenny, it's great to see you, doing really well, settling in to do some reading, fabulous. Glad to hear you're doing well. I'm making really good progress with my final pass of the manuscript. Next month it goes off to the proofreader. I love that. I've been working on it for 4 years. It's hard to believe. Soon it's going to be an actual book, not just a Word document. Excellent. Congratulations. Of course, that's when it becomes part of the world and up for criticism, but I think I'm ready for whatever comes once it's published. Oh, that's so exciting. Congrats. Thank you. Did a little bit of reading and made some ramen. Yes. After this break, I'm going to bed. I don't blame you. 364 words so far tonight. Yes. I did nothing at all. Really need to open my document. Yeah, it really helps to have that opened. That scared me, but it's a good thing, means I was really immersed in the scene I was working on. Hilarious how my dog sat straight up out of sleep. He was like other dogs to howl with. Yeah, my guy slept right through it. He doesn't pay it any attention at all. Lots of scrolling and a bit of plot grid. Yes. I love ramen. What are you reading, Melanie? Yeah, I'm going to be hopping out after the break. I fully understand. I'm slowly but surely inching my way towards the end of Quicksilver by Kylie Hart. Just remembered I was supposed to do something for somebody Monday. Oh no. It's definitely Wednesday. All day it has been Wednesday. What was the thing? And how urgent was it that you do it? Yes. I'm drinking the chai tonight. And it's good things. Ooh. I did not. There we go. Uh-oh, Jess. Yeah. Thanks, Rhi. I read something. Luckily, they said it wasn't too important, but I'm definitely 2 days late. Yes, absolutely. Definitely 2 days late. Shit. So yeah. I'm looking at maybe putting raised beds in my garden so that, I can let the garden be wild below, on the ground, and then have all my food stuff growing above that. Because they make raised garden beds that are like kind of on stilts. And since I have shade cloth over my whole garden right now anyways, everything's staying pretty shady. So it's not like blotting out a little more sun is going to hurt it. Seems like they're being chill about it. Yeah, there is that. But, I want to grow more food. And I also want to leave, spaces for the bunnies and the possums and all the things that like to hide in my garden and chill. And I like having the wild plants there. It's fabulous. All right, y'all, I am out. Have a great night. See you next time. Absolutely. May you wake rested, refreshed, and ready to kick the crap out of your day. All right, here we go. Sprint number 3. All the magic, and I'll see you on the other side. How did you do? How did you do? The rain has arrived here. It sounds amazing. I love it. But so, how did you do? I got some reading done. I am on page 11 of 22, so I'm like halfway done. Maybe a little bit more than halfway done because the last the last 4 pages are all bibliography. So yeah, I'm over halfway through. I do not, but it's supposed to be over like before I head out, so there's that. Words happen now for audiobooks. Yes, I love it. That's a thing I gotta do. Let me write that down. I need to I made a second copy of my audiobooks, or my audiobook currently. The other one is almost finished. And I need to edit the copy for YouTube so that I can put it on YouTube and be safe about it, because like YouTube gets very upset about anything even remotely a little bit smexy, nothing that time except a snack. Snacks are good. So yeah, that's a thing I'm gonna work on, is getting my audiobooks edited so that I can put them on the Tube of You as a he's so cute, as an audiobook video, and hey, maybe I'll get up to monetization that way. That'd be fun. And since I will be taking out all the little sexy bits, I won't have to worry about my channel getting crushed under the heel of the YouTube machine. So yeah, I think it'll be good things. And there'll definitely be a notification on the screen. Hey, totally understand it if you don't appreciate not having all the scenes in here, but I have to follow YouTube guidelines. However, if you want the full audiobook, you can find it here. Although the first place I'm going to direct them is definitely my website. Go buy it from me. Not only will you get, chances are, a better price, won't have to worry about some company deciding you've broken their TOS and they're taking away all the licenses they sold you. Which is, very much a problem. He's so stinking cute. He's just laying there, all curled up on the rug over here, and just happily snoozing. Got his toes curled up to be next to his face. And I'm happy to report that I finally did some yoga again. I got out of it because, life was stressing me. And I wasn't, even though that would have been really good and helpful for it, I didn't have it in me. But I finally did some today. And I'm hoping that I can continue doing the yoga and working my body because it needs it desperately. All right, so here we are, fourth and final sprint of the evening. At least I hope it's the fourth. I don't know. I think it is. We're counting it as 4. All right, so all the magic, and I'll see you on the other side. How did you do? How did you do? I found the squirrels, and I was distracted by other things. So, yeah, I didn't get as much reading done as I wanted to, but I'm gonna sit here for a few minutes and read. Where is my mouse? There it is. The last 4 pages that I need to get read. So yeah, that'll finish me up on this paper for tonight, and yeah, then I'll be headed inside after I check on the other things that were squirreling me up, because like last year in May there was a pagan symposium, and that was what got me started on this whole get my doctorate process. And so I was just thinking, about whether they might be doing another one. And oh, Jenna and Jess, if they're both still here, are going to absolutely love this. We definitely do not need the timer anymore. So, yeah, how did everybody do? And I'm going to go through the comments real quick, and then I'll get back to this. Okay, people received gift memberships, and I love that, and thank you, Jess, for doing that. And hopefully you guys enjoy it. The main fuckery happens on Tuesday nights, so and let's see, I keep meaning to do that when I can, but since I watch the stream on Twitch and only monitor YouTube from the popped out chat, I forget. I feel that. Scrolling mostly. Oops, did nothing again. Oops, I did nothing again. I'm sorry. I finished the story I'm writing. Yes, congratulations. Excellent work. Finally, it's been a while. Now I just need to do some tweaks. Excellent work. We definitely did not. It is going to be good. It was. It's almost midnight. We went super long because of how chatty I was. You're welcome. Okay, so last year in May, the end of May, I attended the Pagan Virtual Symposium. I forget what the whole name was, but a virtual symposium of pagan thought and practice. Well, this year they're doing it, because I remembered that and I pulled it up so I could look at it and see if they were doing it again this year, because I was thinking maybe I could attend. Well, this year they're doing it in July. And this year they have a call for papers on the notion of balance. And what does balance mean in a pagan context? Is it the equilibrium of light and dark, masculine and feminine, or the interplay of elements? Does it manifest in the cycles of nature, the turning of the wheel of the year? And yeah, we welcome interpretations of balance that are philosophical, experiential, historical, or creative. Potential topics may include, but are not limited to, the role of balance in ritual practice and magical workings, dualities and complementarities, light and dark. Yeah, that's why I said that you and Jenna, if she's still there, are going to be real interested about embodied balance, movement, dance, and physical practices in pagan spirituality. balancing ancient traditions with contemporary adaptations, gender identity, and the evolving notions of polarity in modern paganism, mythological tales of balance and their modern relevance. The spiritual balance between the mundane and the sacred. And, they're encouraging submissions from a range of perspectives, including academic, personal reflections, panel proposals, creative expressions and workshops, all kinds of stuff. This like, oof. Okay, the deadline for the abstract is June 30th. And the symposium will take place on July 26th. I'm gonna go ahead and paste that there so that Jess can also look at it and give me shit. And she can share it with Jenna, who will also absolutely give me shit. And I am obviously okay with this, as I willingly shared the link. I need and appreciate the gentle bullying that they do to help me remember that I can't absolutely do this. And yeah. So wouldn't that, how fucking full circle would that be, to have been inspired by the first speaker in the last one, the one that happened last year, to end up in Pacifica and pursuing a PhD, and then end up presenting at the one that happens the very next year. Like, yeah. Yes, I absolutely do. So, yeah. Sorry for everybody that didn't want to hear that and is completely bored. But I'm actually really excited about this one. Like, yeah, I'm gonna, between that and the possible article, I need to submit an article for the International Society of Mythology too. So, yeah, exactly, 100%. So yeah. Your girl is is steadily building a second career. Or at least the reputation that will lead to a second career. I think it's going to be awesome. All right. Thank you all for being here, for listening to me rattle on so much tonight. And I hope that you enjoyed it, maybe got a little something from it, and that you come back and see me tomorrow, because I will more than likely be here tomorrow raving about another class, because tomorrow is the Jungian class, and I am super looking forward to it, especially after the professor tells me about other feminist books on Jung. Like, yes, he already knows about them, and like, so excited about that. Absolutely. Thank you for being here. Thank you all for being here. You are so appreciated. Especially for listening to all my tangents. You are amazing. Thank you for being here, and may you all wake rested, refreshed, and ready to kick the crap out of your day. Good night.
In my heart is a waterfall.